Okay, folks. Um, my next topic is the common cold, and how to get rid of it fast and minimize the effects of it. Um, as always, I'm Dylan, your 21st century pharmacist, and I'll try to quit rocking my chair back and forth. Oops. And like I say, I'm not a professional video maker, but I am a professional pharmacist, or was for 35 years. So I've retired. I've let my license lapse. I'm never going to work in a pharmacy again. Way too much stress. I've had it with that. If I want to make a few extra bucks in retirement, I'm going to go out and be a bag boy at a grocery store or something. Okay, so anyway, um, to share the results of my 35 years of being a pharmacist and the question that I got asked more than anything else ever was, what can I take for a cold? Well, I just happen to know that. I've heard a lot of pharmacists talking to people about their colds, and they say, oh, here, just take this cough medicine or whatever. It's like, oh, man. Have you not figured it out? Um, well, I have. Um, First of all, there's this wonderful thing called let's see, it's Zicam, right? Yeah, did I get that name right? Zicam, the orange and white box in the cold section. Well, it used to have zinc in it, and only two of the dosage forms worked. One was a nasal gel. You'd squirt the gel into your nose, and then you'd hold your nostrils shut to spread it around, and then after 30 seconds or a minute or something, you could blow your nose. And then there was the nasal swabs, so you stick those into your nose and you coat the inside, so therefore you don't have to pinch your nostrils shut. But I don't know if both dosage forms still exist, but they were zinc. Um, do not take the oral Zicam. I believe it's still zinc, and does nothing. Oral zinc does nothing for a cold. You really want to see some results? Go for the nasal Zicam dosage forms. But the zinc forms of the medication were causing people to lose their sense of smell and their sense of taste. Well, not fun. Of course, if you always want to be slender, it's a great way to go because you won't care what your food tastes like anymore, and sweets won't hold any attraction for you because you can't taste them. But it's a little drastic for a way to lose weight. So, anyway, that dosage form was pulled off the market because of that rather, I don't know if you'd call it serious, but rather irritating and annoying side effect. Um, but lo and behold, a couple of years later, I saw that they had a product back on the shelves. So I tried it, and it worked. It worked just as well as the one with zinc, and makes your cold go away in like 3 days. In fact, as soon as you start using it, you start losing your symptoms. They get um, less severe. I mean, they go like, oh, that's backwards, isn't it? Like over time. Oh, never mind. Anyway, the severity of the symptoms goes down and down and down. So um, after about 3 days, you don't have the cold symptoms, but you have to keep using it. Um, because if you quit using it after like 3 days, it comes back in a day or two. But then if you use it again for another 3 days or so, it'll go away again. So anyway, it's a new dosage form, and it uses um, herbs, I believe, is all that it has in it. Excuse me, my nose itches sometimes. So does my skin, because I don't know, my liver might be bad again. Who knows? But if you have bad liver, you itch everywhere all the time. But anyway, enough of that. I'll talk about that in another video when I talk about liver. But this product, now even though it's a changed product, it still works. Now these are, well, at the time of the original nasal zinc products, it was the only thing that had been demonstrated to shorten the duration of a cold clinically. And I don't know if the new one has been shown to be, and I got that from the pharmacy literature. I don't know if the new one has shown that, but I've used it and it has worked for me just like the old stuff did, even though they reformulated and it's totally new. They're pretty good at finding things that stop your cold. So anyway, and if you don't want it to affect your throat and your voice, it gives you sore throat, you get postnasal drip, it's running down your throat continuously, irritates your throat, you cough, you have a sore throat. Well, I'll tell you what takes care of that part of the cold too. And that would be, did that shake? No. That would be cough drops with sugar. Has to have sugar. Sugar is a demulcent. It is, which means it helps irritated tissues heal and feel better. So if you use, let's say, just plain Luden's cough drops, which are nothing but sugar and a little flavor, you'll be just fine. You can get ones that have eucalyptus in it if that makes you feel good. It makes me feel nauseated. That stuff's nasty. But anyway, it has to have sugar. The eucalyptus might make you think you feel better, but you don't. Your throat's still irritated. So make sure they're cough drops with sugar, or hard candy, or anything that you suck on for a while with sugar, because it bathes your throat constantly for a little while in something that's very soothing to irritated tissues. Let's see, anything else? I mean, that makes your cough from postnasal drip go away. Let's see. Oh, elderberry syrup, and I believe it's chamomile helps with your cold. They make a triple combination drop that has elderberry and chamomile on it and something else. But if you happen to find that, use it. Or just the elderberry syrup by itself can help with the cough. But you may not need it at all if you use those sugared cough drops. Now, if you are a professional singer and you develop a cold, you use this strategy, you will be okie dokie and ready to sing in no time at all. So I have had professional singers that I've counseled. They were very happy to get that counseling. In fact, when I was a pharmacist and I used to counsel people about their drugs, and I'd tell them about their disease and tell them things that would help, people used to say, "Oh, thank you. Nobody's ever told me that." It's like, yeah, other pharmacists, I don't know if they don't bother to learn anything or they're just lazy. But just, reading to you the warnings on the label, just is not horribly professional. I think that you can, keep learning and learn new things that really help your patients. Some of those things I know because I've had a lot of diseases over the years, chronic diseases. Pretty much gotten rid of them all because I've learned how to eat. That will be another one of my videos later on. So anyway, that is what I can recall about how to get rid of cold symptoms, and I haven't been able to think of anything else. So anyway, that will help a lot. And when you have a cold, when you have your cold next time, give it a shot, see what it does. But there's good news in your future if you're young and getting a lot of colds. Um, as I've gotten older, I rarely, if ever, get sick because as a pharmacist, I've been exposed to and caught colds so many times that I don't catch colds anymore, like at all. Uh, but I do catch COVID. I had a lovely near-death experience with that, and it messed me up. So I'll talk about COVID one of these days, though, and how to cure long COVID, because I had it and I got rid of it like fast. And my doctor couldn't believe how fast I got rid of it because I found all the expert videos on YouTube. And you should look for those expert videos if you have any kind of health problems. Look up your disease and see what you can find. There's, the world's greatest experts in some fields post YouTube videos to teach fellow doctors and patients more about their diseases and how to get rid of them if the doctor's one of the smart ones. Okay, well, anyway, I'll have more topics later. Come back. I'll have like serious chronic diseases and how to get rid of them. Okay, well, that's it for now. See you later. Goodbye.